Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to make a mixed media panel using this A4 canvas. And I'm also going to show you a nice technique that I discovered a while back. So I started by painting the entirety of my canvas with black acrylic paint. And now I'll be adding some distress sprays. I started with Distress Mica Stain in Ominous Twilight, and I'm just spraying it on top. And then I'll be mixing the Ominous Twilight with Oxide Spray in Abandoned Coral. And I'm just splattering it with my fan brush. Now, this is the finished background. Unfortunately, I think I might have lost some footage while recording this video. So you see that there's the green now. The green is a Distress Mica Stain in Specimen. And I just did what I did with Ominous Twilight. I just sprayed it on and let it dry. Now with these cardboard pieces, I will be creating a frame. I've cut them to size. And again, it's an A4 canvas. So the size is the one of an A4 sheet. And I also, to reinforce the cardboard pieces, I'm covering them with some masking tape. And I'll be doing that, of course, with all the four pieces. Before I paint them of the color that I want, I'm covering them in some white gesso. And once they were all covered in gesso, I painted them with this olive green acrylic paint that matches quite well the green shade of the mica stain that I used for the background. And now I'm gluing down my 4 completed pieces on the sides of the canvas. Okay, so now I can decorate my panel. To do that, I will be using a lot of different elements. I got out a lot of natural elements like dried flowers, dried moss of different colors and textures and types. And I will also be using some fake flowers as well as some butterfly and insects die cuts that I have. And I'll also be adding some stickers of fairies that I've had for a while and I don't really use a lot. And I think that the whole concept behind this panel was to have some sort of nighttime enchanted forest or something like that. And so I thought that the fairies fit quite well in this concept. Of course, the main colors are green and purple and other natural colors. So I've matched that with the flowers that I used as well as the little fairies. And I really wanted to use the big butterfly. So a lot of the decoration I cut out because I think it was going to be a little bit too boring watching me glue these little pieces down, but most of it's there. Okay, once I was done with the decoration, I grabbed a piece of A4 sized acetate, and as you can see, I'm gluing down some more cardboard frame pieces on top of it. These pieces are made of camera, but they were done in the same exact way that I did the other pieces. The only difference is that they are angled at the corners to actually look like a real frame. Although I might have done something wrong while I was measuring them, and so some pieces, once they were glued down on top of the acetate piece, were a little longer, but I managed to then cover up the errors with some more flowers and dried moss, so it was not a big deal. And then I glued this piece down on top of the other frame pieces that were previously glued on the sides of the canvas. Okay, so now we reached the fun part of the mixed media panel and the technique that I wanted to show you. I'm going to be using the Stress Resist spray. This spray is exactly what it says in the name. It usually is used with distress sprays, and what it does is that prevents sprays to go in an area that you spray, either through a stencil or just directly from the nozzle, and it dries clear. And I have found out this technique while I was working on a folio, my Gilded Age folio, that you can find the flip through of on my YouTube channel. I will be linking it down below if you're interested. I was creating this frame pocket with some vellum paper, and I had splattered some water on top of this frame to sort of distress the ink that I had on there. And a lot of the water droplets went on the vellum paper, and I loved how it made it look dewy, like it was wet. And I started to question, how could I preserve that lovely dewy wet water droplet look. So I looked through my mediums and I found the Distress Resist spray, and I tried it out and it actually works. It gives that sort of water droplet wet look, and I think it looks very, very lovely. And now I'm going to add the last finishing touches to my canvas. I wanted to cover that area where the two parts of the frames met. And I have this little jute ribbon with some leaves on it. And I glued it down around my frame. I'm sure that at home you have some medium that might be able to replicate the effect of the Distress Resist spray, so you don't have to have this. If you do, and if you are like me and you have bought it and you probably don't use it that much, I think this is a perfect way to use it if you are into this kind of look. And now, as you can see, I've added some more flour, some more moss to the frame to cover up sort of the ugly areas. I really love the different natural elements, and I think the fairies just add a really nice touch to the whole panel. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a new technique. I hope you had fun watching this. A little bit of a shorter video compared to the last few on my channel. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe to see more of my projects. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!